Good evening and welcome to our podcast. We are People Against Covert Torture and Surveillance International, or Pacts International. I'm Derek Robinson, your host. It is Monday, July 29th, 2019. We are here on Mondays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time to assist and support those who are targeted individuals. Views expressed during our podcast are those of our callers and not necessarily those of Pacts International. Tonight we're going to hear the story of Reverend Dr. Ralph and Catherine Sept. Reverend Sept has a doctorate of theology degree, and both Ralph and Catherine have associate degrees in law enforcement. They are targeted individuals who are community activists, business professionals, spiritual leaders, community motivators, and entrepreneurs. And reading from their book description, theirs is a riveting and jaw-dropping story about targeting, technological advancements, and illegal law enforcement activities taking place in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Their book detailing their experiences can be found on Etsy, and we'll be talking about their book in just a second.
Pacts International with Derek Robinson presents special guests Reverend Dr. Ralph and Lady Catherine Sept, Section 1, What is the Persecution/Targeted Program?
What's the benefits of being on a targeted program? Well, the benefits on a targeted program is several premises. If you're on a targeted program, they strip your assets. They go to your neighbors. This is from my research. We are researchers. And we come from objective standpoint. They get to strip your assets. They go to your neighbors. If you're a woman, all my targeted females out there, I don't have to tell you this. If you're a woman and you're a target, they go to your neighbors and tell them that you're a prostitute or you're someone who has nefarious sexual encounters with many different individuals. This is done as a psyop, or this is done to ensure that your neighbors despise your presence in their neighborhood. Even though that you may have been someone who's hardworking, someone that is motivated, somebody who they wouldn't see nothing but once a week. Or when they see you going to work or coming home. That's the level of manipulation which exists in this illegal program. Okay. If you're a man, then you're in the United States, you're a pedophile. In Europe, you're a pedophile, whatever they call it. Anything that they can do to bring forth their legal roots. They have crafted documents. They go to these people with a legal document. They have these people to sign a non-disclosure agreement that they will be helping eradicate you, the problem, from the community. All targets who are on this call, and probably even the perps who are listening in. All your phone calls are monitored. You're watched 24 hours a day. You're worse than a murderer. You're worse than a criminal. They got people, y'all targets that's listening on the phone right now, they got people that's in jail for killing somebody in 1980. When they get out, they're going to have more rights than you. They got people who have robbed banks, people who have sold drugs, or people who have did all types of things. They have more rights than you. Matter of fact, they might pay them to watch you. Isn't that something? Me and my wife, we don't have a criminal record. We don't even have a speeding ticket. The reason that certain individuals are chosen is not because what you've done, and I say chosen, and I say that very tightly. The reason you are chosen is because they see something in you that you might not see. When I decided to be in ministry, my job was to help people, and I feel like I've helped many people. This program that you have right here, you can go to different social groups. This is the only program which members of the church, social organizations, we can name them, black organizations, white organizations, Latino organizations, the police, lawyers, psychologists, hospitals, social services, all branches of the government ostracize you. They deem you as a criminal. There's no indicator, or you don't receive a letter in the mail to state that you have become a targeted individual. It's a secret. You're not supposed to know. They're not concerned with the people who are perps. They're not concerned whether you're innocent. They're not concerned whether somebody is just a jealous person who may have seen you, and they just happen to have a couple of connections or can pull a few strings, and they got your name put on the list. They're paid to hate you. They're paid to despise you. And when I'm saying stuff from the research that I gather, because I want to be very, very clear. They're paid to hate you. They're paid to despise you. You're a vomit, and you're the dregs of society. Let me tell you about the Target program. The Target program, first of all, is designed to kill you, or it's designed for you to kill yourself. This is some research. Every individual on this phone call or on this podcast, they would rather you dead. You know, this is the focus of the program. Focus of the program is a takedown program designed to strip your good name, designed to strip you of your assets. You can have 50 degrees. You can have multiple years of experience. You can be military, someone who is a veteran who fought on the combat field, who's given your life. It has nothing to do with the circumstances of you being on the Target program, because they go get somebody who is on probation, trying to work their probation off, or they go get some, according to Eric Carlson, some of these youthful idiots to watch you. And I don't understand with the perps. They're almost like mindless drones, because what they signing up for, they don't care whether they kill you or not. They don't. If you're a perp, they don't care whether these individuals kill you. Matter of fact, they hope they kill you. And in the instance that you may die or something like that, the target individual commits suicide. According to 4 of the people that we read up on, there are big parties that's thrown at your expense. There are huge parties that's thrown. Some of the perps even get a bonus. For the perps, the incentives of the perps working and the incentives of the perps participating in this program, they get gift cards between $10 and $100. And if they do a little something special to get you to respond, where it might be an extra $50 in it. There are different levels of targeting. There's about 6 different levels of targeting. There's different levels of perps. There's 3 or 4 different levels of perps. It's all according to if you're on the East and the West Coast, or you're in the South. Now, if you're in the South, your targeting might be just a little bit different. Because, California, Derek was talking about this. California is very, very liberal, very open-minded. But in the South, your situation might be just a little different. Like with my wife and I, we have a neighbor. And first of all, when I say this, I'm not saying to indicate no group. He could have been working by himself. This man will watch us 24 hours a day. This was over 10 years ago. She come out, he would come out. She would go to work at a certain time. We would ask the question, how do these people know we coming out? Kent, let me school a couple of target individuals. And a lot of y'all still don't know, how do they know what I'm doing in my house? How they keep finding me in my home? Go to the kitchen. They know I'm in the kitchen. I go to the bathroom. They know I'm in the bathroom. My doors are closed. I had the light off. How do they know? How is they figuring out? Well, the key to the $1 million question is that they can see you in your home. It's called thermal energy. They can see you, and it looks just like a cartoon-like illustration. They can, and it's based on the water molecules that's in your body. Heat generator. You want to know the closest example of it? Because you see, I do want y'all to understand, it's a Luciferian program. Now, a lot of people might not know what it says, Luciferian, where it means Satan. Well, if you won't say it, then you might as well go ahead and say it. It's a Luciferian program. And in order for it to be a Luciferian program, they have to let you know what's going to happen to you in advance. That's why you have a productive programming. Like with the movie Enemy of the State. I heard a lot of targeted individuals say, wow, Enemy of the State is just like my life. This is my entire life. This movie was made in 1998. That's called them letting you know what's going to happen to you before it happens. Some people believe that Luciferians mean the worship of Satan. The people that's at the top of this thing, a lot of these individuals, according to my research and the research of people like Eric Carlson, a lot of these people operate on the secret societies and a Luciferian mind state that we're going to take over the society, or we're going to totally disrupt any freedom. So with Luciferians, how they operate in this program, I'm going to give y'all a couple of myths that y'all may not know. Y'all might say, well, Luciferians don't believe in the Bible. That's a lie. They believe in the Bible. And when I say they believe in the Bible, but they feel like we need to let you know what's going to happen to you so God can't hold us accountable. So when you see stuff like the movie Enemy of the State, look at certain parts of the movie. Will Smith looked down on his watch. They got the time on that watch that represents something. In your free time, get on the internet and research it. And if you look at the programs, like you see certain programs like The Simpsons, wow, how did they know that? This is productive programming where they have to let you know in advance. So we cannot be held accountable what's going to happen to you. That's their premise. That's what they believe. So they believe that if we let you know what's going to happen to you in advance, well, God can't hold that against us. So like I said, it's a Luciferian program. So that's one of the biggest myths. They don't want God to hold them accountable. If they put it on TV, and if you heard it, if you hear a song with this for the younger PIs, I heard Target just had a guy who was on it, like he may have been like in his 30s. If you hear a song and whether the lyrics are distorted, and they like singing certain lyrics or certain numbers, or they got like one eye with a circle around it, and if something happens to you, then they feel like our hands are clean. I just want y'all to know they didn't want me to bring y'all this message. The last podcast that I was on, the guy said they cut it in the middle of the podcast. Okay? They did. And he even asked me, he said, what kind of message are you bringing? He said, these people are so afraid that he said, but I bag everything up because I come on and I stand on the truth. And if you someone on the truth, then you on a high level. And Derek, whether you know it or not, you have a call and an anointing on your life, because without you, many of the people that over the years, they wouldn't be here, or there would be someone who's distressed or have no hope. Getting back to the targeting program, that is what it's designed to do. I'm not stating that all these things are happening to me. I'm not stating that any of them are happening to me and my family. But target individuals, you are lower on the spectrum than murderers. If you die today or tomorrow, they'll be happy. Matter of fact, they'll help you along in the process. You don't have to commit suicide. They'll help you along in the process. So it's very, very important for us to understand and know our work in society. And I come from a spiritual standpoint. And I want y'all to know that the program is spiritual. Some people say, well, the program not spiritual. I beg to differ. In the book of Luke, Jesus Christ said, it's going to come a time when you're going to have wars and rumors of wars. Somebody right now, under the sound of my voice, is fighting a mini war every day to stay alive. Every day to stay alive.